Hi everyone, can everyone hear me? I'll try to talk really loud here. We'll get started on time so we can get out of here as soon as we get a little bit warm in here, I know. So, but to get going here. So, thank you all for coming. Welcome to the youth football parent meeting tonight. And I'll introduce myself first. My name is Brad Service. I am the co-president of the youth football club. I've been a part of the club for about 8 or 9 years now. This is my 9th year. For the past 8 years, I've been a coach in the club, and this is my first year that I am not coaching, so I'm going through a bit of withdrawals right now, trying to kind of, given the time of year it is. But I've been on the board of directors for the club for the past 3 or 4 years, and assumed the role of a co-president about 6 months ago, maybe 9 months ago-ish, around there. Time flies when you're having fun. But like I said, just from a personal standpoint, I have really enjoyed my time being part of the program, and really looking forward here, teaming up with my other co-president, Eric Austin, and I'll let Eric introduce himself here.
Yeah, so I'm Eric Austin. I've been involved with the football program here in Pewaukee for about the last 10 years. The majority of that time being with the high school staff. So I've coached here on the high school staff for the last 10 years. Got asked to join the board 2 years ago, and then Brad and I, like Brad said, became the co-presidents last year. And then this is my first year coaching within the program in the youth level, as my son Connor is a 5th grader this year. So, and then we've got Sarah Lutz. So Sarah?
I'm Sarah Lutz. I'm the head cheer coach for the cheer squads. This is actually my 5th year coaching. I just got, my oldest will be a freshman this year on the JV squad, and then my youngest is a 6th grader. So last year I actually did the head coaching. I coached my older daughter in 8th grade, and then I coached my younger daughter in 5th grade. So I was everybody thought I was a little crazy last year, but I made it through. Like them, I enjoy it. I grew up and cheered. I cheered in high school, so when I got the opportunity to coach in the youth program, I jumped at it and I love it. So I've enjoyed being able to take over the head coaching and getting to know the parents and the girls throughout the years. So hope to be able to continue with the program as well. So
Great, thanks, Sarah. So we'll I have a handful of things to touch on from an overall program standpoint. If you have questions, please raise your hand or shout them out as we go. At the end, we will split apart into grades, and each of the head coaches for each grade should be here as well, and they'll talk for a minute, introduce themselves if you don't know them already, and feel free to ask questions at that point in time as well. Okay. So to start the season, we intend to have 8 games. Last year, for those who are returning, was a bit different with COVID and all that. I think we only got about 5 in, but we're planning to have an 8-game season. The first game of the year is on August 28th. It is before Labor Day. It is the first time we've ever had a game prior to Labor Day. They typically start the Saturday after Labor Day, so it's a bit new and a bit different. But Labor Day weekend, there will be no practices or games on Friday through Monday. So feel free to get out of town and enjoy the long weekend. The games, the schedule just came out a few days ago. It is posted on our website, which is PYFA.org. There's a youth page that has a schedule there. Times are kind of still being finalized, but at least you will see the date and the opponent and who we play and where we play, if it's a away game or a home game or what have you. The way the season works is that the first 6 games are kind of scheduled out, and then weeks number 7 and weeks number 8 are a bit to be determined, and it's typically depending upon the 8th grade playoffs, because there is a playoff for 8th grade, of those playoff seedings and who goes where, and kind of the younger grades kind of fall underneath that. So the final 2 games of the year probably don't get finalized until Monday, Tuesday-ish of that week. So just be patient, and as soon as we hear from the league who we are playing and where, we will communicate that out. And it's typically one of them is a home game and one of them is an away game. That's historically how they've been. Also from a game time standpoint, there's like a morning set and a night set. For a morning set, the first game is 8th grade. They start at about 9 a.m., then 7th, 6th, and 5th. If it's a night set, the 5th grade will start first, call it maybe 1 or 2-ish, And then the 7th grade will have the last game of the day starting at 7 o'clock. I'm sorry, the 8th grade will have the last game of the day starting at 7 o'clock and under the lights for a night set. And we will have, I think, 2 of those this year at home. And that's kind of listed out on the webpage on those days. Another item of note for this year, in 6th grade, we have great numbers. We are 38, 39-ish, I think. So we'll be having 2 teams this year in 6th grade. So which is just fantastic. Will allow for a ton of playing time for all of those kids, because it's pretty difficult to have 38, 39 kids and to give all of them playing time. So this will make it much easier. And it's been a few years since we've had 2 teams. I was probably my 3rd and 4th year coaching with my oldest son. We had 2 teams then, and it was a really good experience. It really was. Kids got to play a ton. And it's a lot of fun for them going out in the field. It's, with that though, one team will typically kind of be, off in Brookfield versus everyone else maybe playing Arrowhead or whatever the example might be, right? It's just a little bit different from a scheduling standpoint, but those schedules are done by the league for every program in the league and really don't have a lot of input on, who we play or where we play. It's fairly complicated to schedule for 4 different grades for 50, 60 different programs as well too. We'll also have 2 scrimmages this year. Those are on Saturdays. The first one is on August 14th at Lake Country, Arrowhead, and the second one is the 21st at Slinger. Those are typically in the morning, and typically kind of all programs are going on at the same time at different fields, if it's the elementary school or the high school field or what have you. That will be communicated out here shortly as soon as we get the times from the scrimmage coordinators. The coaches will work with their team parents to get that information out to everyone, so everyone knows specifically where to be. As well, this year, consistent with last year, we will not be providing any bus transportation to or from. Historically, we have bused to the games. This year, we will not be as well, consistent with last year. So parents are responsible for transportation to and from all the games. Next item is around COVID protocols. So last year we spent a ton of time on this area, focused on this area. And I think the way to kind of summarize it the easiest is from the Pewaukee Youth Football Program. We will be in lockstep to whatever the high school and the Pewaukee School District does. So I know Jeff is an expert in this area. So we will be in line with them. If they change during the next 2 or 3 months, we will change with them. And so forth. It's I think the easiest way to do it, and to be consistent throughout the entire school district, organization, and so forth. We are very fortunate to be able to utilize their facilities, and we will adhere to their policies and their guidelines when it comes to that. So I believe that masks are optional inside and outside. Contact tracing, non-symptomatic close contacts will not be required to complete quarantine. Jeff, correct me if I say anything wrong. COVID-19 positive and probable close contacts who are symptomatic must complete a 7-day quarantine with a negative test or a full 10-day quarantine. And fully vaccinated athletes or coaches who have symptoms are encouraged to get tested and may return after 24 hours without symptoms. Again, Jeff knows a lot more about this than I do, but we will, like I said, be in lockstep with them throughout the year, and things may change, and if they change, we will change with it and adjust accordingly. And again, if